Hi guys, it's Arielle. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are all doing well. Today, Jean and I are going to take you on a little trip to a French grocery store to point out a couple goodies and foods and snacks that we think would work really well to bring home as souvenirs. Now, before you bring home anything, make sure you do check the regulations in your country. I can imagine that bringing something home on the train to the UK versus on a plane to the US or to Canada is going to be quite different. And if you do love grocery store videos, then I'll also leave a video that we filmed for my second channel down below, which is called Get the Margarita. And in that video, we go to a couple different stores and do more of a complete grocery shop, which could be interesting. And I'm also going to leave a link down below my website, which is getthemargarita.com. If you're planning a trip to Paris in the near future, then I would definitely recommend that you check out my guides and my itineraries. I have my Welcome to Paris itinerary, which is really for your first or your second trip to Paris. It's going to help you understand and better navigate and familiarize yourself with the city of Paris. And then my Welcome Back to Paris itinerary is crafted in a way that really reflects what my perfect day in Paris would be as a local. So you have a couple activities and restaurants and things that are a little bit off the beaten path. So yeah, all of that is on my website. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first area to get snack souvenirs is, of course, going to be the junk food aisle. And this is the first thing that caught my eye.
Yes.
This in general, Michel et Augustin, is a really good brand. They sell quality products, and these are some of my favorite. They're kind of crackers, kind of butter cookies. And you have them in all different cheese flavors. So personally, I really like Beaufort, Cantal,
Oh, everything.
Parmesan, Comté. All of these are so good.
With cheese, yes.
And they are about €3 and 70 cents. Ooh, let's try Roquefort.
Moi aussi, je peux en avoir un.
Oui.
With copa. It's charcuterie. It's a type of charcuterie from Corsica.
Moving down, something else that I would also recommend are Twinettes. And you normally have more than one flavor. This is just the original flavor. But they're basically peanuts deep fried in a batter. And they're pretty affordable. They're €1 and 39 cents. And then when it comes to chips, I would definitely avoid the Lay's. Although there are some fun flavors, like roasted chicken. But Bretz is generally what I would go for in France. You have salt and vinegar. This one is really good. Fromage de Jura, it's a type of cheese. And pesto mozzarella. Something else you definitely have to pick up.
Yes, this is
La gâche. La gâche, it's like a sliced brioche.
this one is sliced, but it can be not sliced.
And here you have a brioche that's not sliced. And this Monoprix Gourmet is like the higher end Monoprix brand. This one is $3.99, and the sliced gâche brioche is $3.19. This as well, all of these breads here, Jean was pointing out, these are classic snacks for French children. They're just different types of sweetbreads, some of them with chocolate, and they're between €2 to €3. And just before we leave the junk food aisle, I want to point out the Lay's 3D, which are about €1 and 20 cents. And these taste really good with a type of goat cheese that I'll point out a little bit later. You have the original flavor
Bacon.
Bacon flavor.
Cheese.
And cheese flavor. Okay, moving on to the breakfast aisle, there's a couple of things I want to point out. The teas, first of all, there's so many types, and there's a lot of teas that are organic. I always bring some home to my family. And when you're looking for organic products, you have to look for the little word bio, or this sign as well, which means agriculture biologique, organic agriculture. This is the tea that I'll typically have before bed. It's a sleepy time infusion with chamomile and stuff, chamomile and lavender, and it's €3.29. You've also got tons of flavors of the Bonne Maman jams, if you're a fan of jams. You have raspberry, red fruit, strawberries, and they're between €2 and €3. And this one as well, this is a different label of Bonne Maman. It's the intense version, and these are the jams that will have less sugar. And they're about the same price, between €2 and €3.
And of course, the raspberry is the best. A must do.
Just for the fun of it, I thought I would show you guys the cereal aisle. But for the most part, I think North Americans are probably more creative with their cereals. You've got Choc à Pic, which is maybe a little bit different. That's €3.50. Lion as well. This is caramel and chocolate cereal for €2.89. Nothing that I would really highly recommend. Now, just quickly down the pasta aisle, there is something that I want to show you guys because I bring this home every time. And they're called crosettes. They're like these square pastas. They're €3.99. And this is what you use to make a croziflette. I'll put the picture on screen, but basically you add reblochon and pancetta to this dish with the crosettes, and it makes a really nice cheesy, kind of like mac and cheese, but Savoie, France style. Something else I really like to bring home for my mom and my grandma is fleur de sel. It's like chunky salt, and this one I really like. It's from Camargue, which is in the south. It's like a little pot of chunky salt, and it's €3.59. Actually, I just noticed this bag of it. This is what the kind of rock salt looks like. You'll also see a ton of cured meats like this in most grocery stores, and you can definitely pick one up. I would probably say this one is one of my favorites, this brand. And these guys are about €10. Okay, something else that we have to show you guys, because it's actually Jean who introduced it to me because it comes from Charente-Maritime, where he's from. But it's called tourteau, and it looks exactly like the picture. It's a, I don't know, it's a dense cake that's burnt on top, and it's €3.09.
And yeah, you have the reblochon for the croziflette.
Yes, so this is the cheese that you use to make the French version of mac and cheese, I would say. Very yummy. One more thing that I want to mention while we're in the cheese aisle is the chevroux. And this is the creamy goat's cheese that goes with the 3D chips that I was showing you earlier. And this one is €3.09 as well. Back to sweets, I wanted to take you guys down this aisle as well, which of course you have Madeleine. You have the classic Bonne Maman with all these different flavors. Ooh, framboise. Jean, you would actually like this. And these ones are €4.89, but the brand that I actually bring home are these ones, Maison Colibri. And I typically bring home just the plain chocolate, these ones, just dipped in chocolate, but you also have these ones which are dipped in chocolate and also stuffed with caramel. That actually sounds delicious. And they're about €5.50. Another thing as well that you have in this aisle are the crepes. which might seem tempting, but I would honestly not recommend because they don't taste like real crepes. They actually taste pretty terrible, but they are here if you want to get them, and they're between 3 and 4 euros.
But I think for this price, you can have the milk, the egg, and the farine. Do them by yourself.
Yeah, and they'll taste better. Okay, temporarily switching to the iPhone because right by the cash, and I think it'll be loud for you guys. But yeah, in the candy aisle, you can honestly go crazy. There's so many different types of candy that we don't have in North America. You have every type of Haribo under the sun. These ones are really nice to pick up, the Dragolo, because it's a mix of all the different types of Haribo candies, and that's $1.99. You also have these, which are so good. They're just these boxes of, you know, the sweets that have that pack a punch to them, fizzy sweets. You have a whole container for €7.25. And then another one that's kind of like a French classic as well is the Carambars. They're pretty similar to taffy, I would say. They're these bars of flavored taffy, and on the inside of every carambar you have jokes, which is kind of fun. And these ones are about €3. The bigger pack is €5. And then here you have the original, which is caramel flavored. I would say these are the ones that people buy the most, and those ones are €3.19. Another aisle that I want to show you guys is more sweets. But this is another classic that I like to bring home. They're these little cakes, and they're just prepackaged, mini cakes with chocolate and vanilla. And those are €2. You also have the Petit Loup cookies and cakes and all of that, which is another French classic. They range between €1 and €2, and you've got everything from cookies like this with chocolate, to raspberry, to little teddy bear cakes. And the Petit Écolier, you have to get these. They are a butter cookie with a nice piece of chocolate on top. And those ones are about €2. Oh my gosh, and the Figolou, these are fig flavored cookies. I love these. These are €2.39. And another classic that you have to try are the Quadro wafer cookies. They're like a hazelnut chocolate wafer, super good.
Les pavés bretons.
Yeah?
Palais breton.
But
it's more for the tea time.
Ah, yes.
To dip in the tea or maybe coffee.
Yeah.
But yes, this brand is really cool.
Ah, la Mère Poulard.
Yes, but it's a Palais Breton, it's called.
This is the one actually that we would recommend. So you have La Mère Poulard, which is the brand, and these ones are just your classic pure beurre, pure butter, and they're really good for dipping in tea and coffee. And these are €2.95, and I bring these home to my dad. We're heading into the home decor, fashion, beauty section, which is normally on the second floor of Monoprix, and I want to check it out because actually right now in France are the summer sales, so you can find some really good stuff. I'm mostly interested in home decor, to be honest, so let's go check that out. I'm not sure that's a French souvenir I would recommend.
Mais non, j'ai pas dit qu'il fallait le filmer. Oh, on l'a vu celle-là.
One cool thing to point out, actually, I'm not sure if you guys have heard of these lamps before, but they're called the lampe berger. These ones are, I think, just the diffusers, but this is what the lamps look like. These ones as well. And basically you fill them up with these scented oils, and yeah, it creates a really nice smell in your apartment. My mom has one, and I have one in Paris as well. And you definitely can buy Maison Berger in North America, but I think there's definitely way more scents available in France. So if you are a Lampe Berger fan, I would definitely recommend checking them out. And the oils are between, I see some for 18, and these ones down here are 17. And I just noticed these, but I thought they were kind of cute. These Paris themed napkins. They say Balade à Paris, which means walk in Paris. Kind of fun. These ones are also Eiffel Tower themed. Cute. The Monoprix dishware is also really cute, and I just noticed this. But look at this little dog wearing a beret on these mugs and cups. That is so cute. And that's €6. Oh my gosh, at first I saw this bowl, which I thought was so cute for fruit, but obviously it's kind of big to take home. But look at these adorable plates. This one is a wine glass. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. And this one is a little piece of cheese. That's adorable. And they're €5 each. Something else to show you while we're in the beauty cosmetics area is this soap that I was obsessed with when I first moved to France. It's Le Petit Marseillais in the scent Soft Almond. Oh my gosh, it's addicting. You have 6 bars here for €4.35. So that is all for our little trip to the grocery store. Let me know what you guys think of all the items that we pointed out down below. Let me know if you have anything you think we should add to this list. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will leave my second channel and my website linked down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.